This conference will now be recorded.
Import pricing done. So we are going to do the intra-company pricing, right? Okay, so let us see. What about our project team? They didn't join. Okay. Okay, so we will start with this. Let us see. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, so during the last class, we were discussing regarding the domestic procurement pricing. We were also discussed the import pricing. Okay, then what is the other type of pricing? We have intra-company pricing. Intra-company pricing is quite simple. Okay, so what is intra-company and what is intercompany? Till yesterday, we were discussing regarding the procurement between a company and the purchasing department, between a company and the vendor, right? So it is the normal way of doing any of the procurement. Means normal procurement is nothing but it is happening between the purchasing organization of a company and a vendor or the supplier. It is normal procurement. In this case, you will have domestic pricing and sometimes you will have the import pricing. So we were able to discuss regarding the domestic pricing and the import pricing. And what are the next two pricing scenarios? Those are intra-company pricing and intercompany pricing. So intra-company and the intercompany pricing, it is happening between two different plants, not vendor. Okay. Let us say I have one company known as Tata Motors. I have one company known as Tata Motors. Within the Tata Motors, I have two manufacturing locations. One is Pune manufacturing plant and the second one is the Bangalore plant. Okay, both the plants belongs to a same company code altogether. Okay, let us say this is the plant PU01 and this is BN01 and the company code is TM01. So both the plants belongs to a same company code to altogether over here. In such cases, if I am transferring one material from the PU01 plant to BN01 plant, I will be calling the pricing intra-company pricing. Okay, then what about intercompany pricing? Intercompany pricing is nothing but you have one plant and you also have the another plant. The transfer of the materials between these two plants are happening from one plant to another plant. But here, both the plants belongs to altogether a separate company code itself. Let us say I will take it over here. Let us say I will take, this is the Pune plant and this is the Bangalore plant. And we have altogether a separate company code. So this is for the Tata Motors company code. And this is for the Tata Steel company code, let us say. Okay, so in such cases, Tata Motors belongs to a PU01 plant belongs to Tata Motors company code and BN01 belongs to Tata Motors company code. Let us say this is the TM01 company code and this is the TS01 company code. If the transfer between two different plants happening for the material transfers, and one plant belongs to a separate company code and the other plant belongs to a altogether a separate company code, in such cases I can call this as a intercompany scenario. Here the pricing is completely differs, but how the pricing will be looks like, this in this case the pricing looks like same as like domestic procurement scenario or same as like intercompany procurement scenario. No, same as like import procurement scenario. So here this is behaving as a altogether a separate entity and this is behaving as a separate entity. So if you go to the domestic procurement also, company is acting as a separate entity and vendor also acting as a separate entity. So in such cases, you will be using the domestic procurement and the import price procurement based upon the locations of the company and the vendor differences. Here also, this particular plant is behaving as a separate entity. Why? Because the company code is altogether a separate one. And this also behaving as a separate entity. Why? Because the company code is altogether a separate one. Here in these cases, based upon the location of the one plant and the another plant, the pricing will be populated accordingly, but the pricing will be almost equal to the domestic pricing or import pricing. Let us say this plant is located in India and this plant is located in within India only, but the company code is different here, TS01 and TM01. In such cases, the pricing will be almost equal to the domestic pricing. Also, your plant is located in India, like PU01, and this plant is located in, let us say, some US. If you are transferring the material from US plant to India plant, then that particular pricing can be almost equal to the import pricing. Okay, so now I will try to create one intra-company pricing and we will see whether that particular intra-company pricing is getting populated into the intra-company purchase order or not. Okay, so the pricing in case of the intra-company will be very simple pricing. What elements it will be included in it? It will be including the, so let us say I am transferring the material from PU01 to BN01. Then what and all the elements that a pricing processor will have? It will have the, when a particular material reaches to the receiving plant BN01, the value of the material in the BN01 is almost equal to the PU01 plant. Why? Because these two plants belongs to a same company code. I am just transferring the material from one plant to another plant. Okay, so when the pricing, when it reaches to the BN01 plant, will have the condition as price equal to the supplying plant price. When I transfer a material from PU01 to BN01, when the material received to the BN01 plant, it will have a price equal to the supplying plant price. Let us say here I have 100 rupees. When it reaches to BN01 also, I can say it is having 100 rupees only. So what is the condition type for the supplying plant price? SAP standard, that is P101. So this is the one of the condition within the intra-company pricing. Then apart from this, there is also some of the other conditions. What are those? Freight conditions, right? Your plant is located in Pune and this is located in Bangalore. If you are transferring the material from Pune to Bangalore, there will be some freight charges will be there, right? So those freight charges, apart from the supplying plant price, you need to include it over here. So what are the freight conditions? FRA1, FRB1 and FRC1. Let us say my supplying price in the plant PU01 is 100 rupees and freight is FRA1 is, let us say, some 100 rupees. When the material reaches to your BN01 plant, it will have a total value of 100 plus 100, 200 will be the total price. Okay, now how are we going to configure this particular pricing? We will see. So where I will be configuring the pricing, let me go to the system. I will go to the run. I will go to MSTSC. I will go to the S4H48. Yes. Okay, so I will click on SAP logon. S4 HANA. Welcome 1, 2, 3. So I will go to the SPRO, SAP reference IMG, then materials management, then purchasing, conditions, then define price determination process. So I will go to the define schema, calculation schema, set calculation schema. So I will create the intra-company pricing, right? I will go to the new entries. I will give some naming convention. That is IN 100 I will give, or IN 1000. Intra-company pricing for Tata. Just enter. Select this intra-company pricing and go to the control data. Click on new entries. So step number one is your condition P101, right? P101 is nothing but a valuation price at the supplying plant. And I will put this as a X. I will be making this as relevant for the printing. Then step number two. In step number 2, I will be having the 3 freight conditions. Counter number 1, 2, 3. FRA1, FRB1 and FRC1. Okay, so freight percentage I will be calculating based upon the step number 1. Okay. Then I will be trying to print these conditions. I will go to the print. I will go to the print. So then I will see. Then I will also put step number 1 to 1. Okay, then for the freight conditions, we need to include the accrual keys, right? So I will put the accrual keys. Okay, then what is the net value over here when it reaches to the plant BN01? Net value will be net value including freight. Net value including freight. It will be 1 to 2. I can take the printout. So that's it. It's a simple pricing, right? I will save it. Okay, so IN 1000 is the pricing. Okay, now what I will do, I will do the configuration. Where I will do, I will go back. So we were able to create this particular pricing. I will go back. So now I will go to the define schema determination. I will click on define schema determination. I will go to the define schema for the stock transport orders. Okay, so I think we need to create one supplying plant. So what we will do, we will create two plants we will create. One is, I will go to the EC02 transaction code. I will go to the copy organizational object. I will take N102 plant and I will try to create N707. So 707 we have created. Okay, now I will try to create N708. So I have created N708. Okay, so I have created N708. This is the supplying plant. And this is the receiving plant. N708 is the receiving plant. Okay, N707 and N708. Okay, now what I will do, I will go to the configuration node, define schema determination. I will go to the define schema for the stock transport orders. I will go to the schema. Okay, I will go to the new entries. I will put document type as UB. For the intra-company STO scenario, the document type will be UB. Supplying plant will be N707. And what is the pricing which we have created? That is IN 1000. Let me save it. Hello.
అన్న
Ah,
అన్న కొంచెం నంబర్ వాట్సాప్ పెట్టవా
చేస్తాను
కొంచెం అర్జెంట్ పెట్టవా ఇది సొసైటీ బ్యాంక్ కాడికి
మళ్ళీ చేస్తా ఒక్క నిమిషం ఓకే ఓకే so I have created two plants. One is supplying plant and one is the receiving plant. Okay, so now I will go back. Okay, I have created the plants, but here if I create the plant in S4 HANA, we need to activate the material ledger, otherwise it will not work. Let me activate the material ledger. Okay, so I will activate the material ledger for these two plants, otherwise it will not work it out. So where I will activate the material ledger for the plants, OXM3, OMX1, OXM1. అంతకుముందు ఏదో ఉంది కదా, OXM3 నా ఉంది కదా, OMX3 కదా. Okay, so for the valuation area N707, okay, material ledger is active. N708 also material ledger is active, and OXM2, OMX1. For this also, let me see, N707. Okay, material ledger is active over here, it is in green status. Okay, now what I will do, I will run the CKM start. N707, N708. No, I should have removed the test run. Confirm. Test run, 1 minute. N707 and N708. Start immediately. Confirm. Okay. Okay, now I will go back and I will see whether the job is closed or not. Okay, so the job is now executed, which is fine. Okay, let me now see. Okay, let me go back. So now what I will do, I will try to maintain these entries over there. We have already maintained, we also activated the plants. Okay, so what I will do now, I will create one material. I will go to MM01. I will create one raw material. I will select all. I will go to the organizational levels. N102, no, N707, right? 0001, N888, 01, WHZ and 001. Give me a second. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, so I will try to create 30075. So I am trying to create the material. Okay, let me see. One minute, give me a second. 1 minute, Dinesh. For okay, so I created some laptop. Let us see. Okay, go to the accounting. Let me select the valuation class. So 30075 is now created. I will also extend this material to the N708 30075. I will also extend to the N708. Okay, so let me put okay, let me see. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, so we have created 30075 and this particular material is available in both the plants now. So if I want to transfer this material from this plant to this plant, I need to create the stock in this particular plant first. How I will create the stock? I will create one simple purchase order so that I will be able to create the stock for this material. I will go to ME21N. Let us say this is the vendor. Three four zero 75. Let us say I will create a stock of I will create a stock of 100 numbers over here. Okay, now let us see. Okay, so I will try to rectify this issue. I will just save it and I will do the goods receipt now. Okay, so I will try to release this one. ME29N. Okay, 45401214. I will do the goods receipt. So what is the PO number? The PO number is 1214, right? 4540s 1214. I will now try to do the goods receipt. So now I can see a stock of, I can see under 707 a stock of 1000 pieces available. See a stock of 1000 pieces available under this particular plant. Now if I want, I can transfer 50 pieces to the N708. How I will transfer? I will go to the ME51N to create the, I will go to the ME51N to create the intra-company STO purchase order, purchase requisition. So I will select the item category as U, nothing but stock transport order. Material is 34075, quantity 50 pieces. I am transferring to plant 708, 0001 storage location. Purchasing group is 001. Supplying plant is N707. Purchase organization of the receiving plant is N102. Material correct only, right, or wrong? Okay, 30075. Okay, let me now check and save it. So 100001281 is now created. I will try to release this one. So I will try to now convert this particular intra-company purchase requisition into a purchase order. How I will convert? I will go to the ME21N. I will go to the document overview on. So for the intra-company purchase order, what is the document type? The document type will be UB. Okay, so let me go to the, I will select the document type as UB. I will select this and I will copy. Okay, so now I am able to create the intra-company purchase order. Okay, let me now check and save it. But why there is no conditions tab coming over here? It's yeah, conditions tab we can see here. Okay, but in the conditions tab, I think the conditions are not coming over here automatically. Let me enter the conditions. P101. P101 is the supplying plant, right? This is the condition type. I will also enter FRA1, FRB1, FRC1. Okay, so FRC1, FRC1. One minute, somebody is calling. Okay, so this is the supplying plant price, 100 rupees, and the when the material reaches to the receiving plant N708, it will have a freight of, let us say, 100 rupees or 1%. Means Freight percentage, I have 100 rupees per piece. Upon 100 rupees, I am calculating freight as 5. That means it will be coming as a 50,000 multiplied by 1%, it will be a 50. Okay. I will just click on check and I will save it. So this is the pricing came, right? I will just now save it. I will just save it. It is a very simple pricing compared to the other pricings. This is very quite and simple pricing. I will try to go to the release purchase order. Okay, there is no release strategy. Now what I have to do? I need to issue the stocks against this particular purchase order, right? Okay, so what I will do the goods issue against this particular purchase order. I will go to the MIGO. I will go to the goods issue purchase order. Means I am transferring the material from N708 to N707 to N708. So the first step to transfer the material from the N707 to N708 is I need to do the goods issue against the purchase order from the supplying plant N707, right? So how I will be doing the goods issue? I will be doing the goods issue against the purchase order by using the MI0 transaction code. What is the purchase order number over here? I will go to ME23N. It is 45401215. So the movement type here it is a 351. So what I will do, I will go to the I will select and I will click on post. So when I issue the stocks from the okay, there is some automatic account determination issue. I will try to rectify this. I will go to OBYC and FR3 is the transaction event key. Let me go to the FR3. N388 is the okay, valuation class is 3000, right? 304001. See now what will happen? From the supplying plant, I will go to the MMBE transaction code. This particular material I have in both the plants, 707 and 708, right? I will click on execute button. So earlier in 707 I have 100 numbers. Now 707, 50 pieces are moved out of 707 and they are available under where those are available? Those are available under in transit storage location. Okay, these materials are still not received to the 708. But where are those materials? Those materials are available under in transit storage location. If I go to the MB5T, here you see display stock in transit. I have moved the 707 50 pieces of 707 out of the N707 0001 storage location, and these materials are still not reached to the N708. When they will reach to N708? Only when I do the goods receipt in the N708 plant against the purchase order. How I will do the goods receipt? I will go to the MI0 goods receipt against the purchase order, and this is the purchase order number. I will select and I post it. So when I post the goods receipt, what will happen? The stock in the in-transit storage location will be out. And if I go to the stock over here and if refresh it, see the stock of 50 pieces is now moved from N707001 storage location to N708001 storage location. So this is a simple intra-company STO scenario where in the pricing you have only the supplying plant price along with the some freight charges. That's it. Okay, so in tomorrow's class we will discuss regarding the intercompany STO scenario. Intercompany STO pricing. Okay, so any doubts on today's class? Hello? Hello, any doubts on today's class?
No, sir, it's okay, sir.
No, sir. Okay, okay. So
Sir, what about these account entries, sir?
in case of intra-company STO scenario, no accounting entries will generate. Why? Because let me see if there is any accounting entry. Why? Because it is your own company. Stop transferring from one plant to another plant. Both the plants belongs to a same company code, right? So you are not going to do any invoicing, etc.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let me go to the, so no invoice here. Invoice concept is not there. Okay, just you will move out of one plant and receive in another plant, that's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, again, yeah, if I will see the goods receipt here. In the receiving plant, the stock is valuated at the rate of supplying plant price. See here, there is no accounting entries, right?
Okay, sir.
It is saying no subsequent account document found.
Sir, and one more thing I'm having doubt, sir. We are taking two plants now, sir. Suppose plant 1 and plant 2. If suppose in plant 1 for the material we're having moving price, and for plant 2 for the same material, if it is in standard price, is there any chance we can move like that from moving price to standard price from one plant to other plant, or else both should be in standard price or both should be in moving price? Is there any condition like that, sir?
No, no. In plant you can put one plant. It can be a moving average price material. In the another plant, it can be a standard price controlling material. You can maintain like that also, no problem.
Okay, okay. It's okay. Possibility is there for moving the material.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes, it is there.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, then we can meet tomorrow. Thanks for joining the call. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, bye.